Cool. 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 Cool.
Right, let's move on to comic books. Luke Cage's future wife, in fact, Jessica Jones, number one, which is the volume two, I suppose, of Alias, really. Brian Bendis, Michael Gaydos, I think Matt Hollingsworth's back on colours, David Max doing covers. The whole team is back for some glorious private investigator action. I fucking loved this. I normally hand over to one of you guys first, but
I'll let you talk this.
I'm
I'll let you
pretty
talk this.
excited about this book. It felt like old times, and it doesn't very often with Bendis because in the last 10 years he's changed a lot as a writer, and I didn't know he still had this sort of writing he was doing. Really, it's. I mean, we've seen bits of it in sort of Scarlet, the darker side to things, but this felt like he was back doing Alias again, and it's lovely. There's obviously a lot going on as we go into this series that we don't know why, what's going on with Jessica and Luke, what's going on with Danielle, the child, what's driven them apart, why did she end up in prison. But I always like being thrown in like Act 2,
Mm.
and then we'll learn what
Having
happened
to,
in Act 1
yeah.
as we go along. It's a bit of a like Tarantino thing sometimes of just jumbling up the timeline, make it a bit more interesting. And I'm vibing on it. It's fucking ace. Have you guys read Alias before?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so let's hear. What does a person who has never read Alias think of Jessica Jones?
Right. Okay. Um. It started off like when she jumped away from the prison. I was like, okay, okay, and then she misses, and I had a laugh at that. That was quite funny. It's like story of my life. I always miss. And then Misty Knight turned up with a robot hand, and I was like, I'm not sure. And then she's like,
I'm
stop telling,
not
stop.
sure.
I'm just not really sure. Um, and then she's like, stop telling him to stop sending people or whatever. So I was like, is she on about Luke Cage? I'm not sure. And then she goes to this person. I was like, okay, it's conversation. She's doing a PI work. Um, but then she names drops Gwen, a blonde-haired Gwen. I was like, hang on. And then it's like she's on about Peter Parker and stuff. So then this got me, and I was like, okay, okay.
I might need to explain to you what this is all about. I don't know how obvious it is unless you've been paying attention to some things.
You might have to explain this. And
Yeah, go
but
on.
then when is it Scott? Yeah, it's fucking Spider Woman, or as she puts it, Spider Goddamn Woman.
Yeah.
Like that's when I really started falling in love with this because it's a really cool little conversation they have. And then she's on the stakeout, and it's Luke Cage. That is Luke Cage, right?
Yeah,
I'm not getting that
that is
wrong.
Luke
That is
Cage.
Luke
That is
Cage.
Luke Cage.
So yeah, but like I started off, yeah, and it kind of was like, and then she was doing PI work. I was like, I was like, and then and then towards the end, I really, really loved it, and I really like the Jessica as a character in this is brilliant. Like,
Yeah.
I love Jessica Jones in this. It's like it's so cool reading what I've watched on Netflix. Like she's like one-to-one translation almost. Um, but yeah, there is that whole mystery about her daughter, which I picked up on because obviously it's like, where's our baby, Jessica?
Yeah, it's pretty subtle. What about you,
Like,
Alex?
how did I miss that? But yeah, like it was a bit confusing going in just straight in this on an issue one kind of thing.
Well, I'll catch you up a little bit on like what the premise of this is and how it will fit together because, yeah, that might that might
and
help you.
the whole multiverse thing as well, which was
Yeah,
also
yeah,
like, wait, I thought the point of Secret Wars was to get rid of all of this multiverse shit.
well, that's the
Oh no, multiverse still very much exists.
yeah.
Just less of it now.
It's not
Oh.
like the DC stuff where they kind of wipe things out. It's like Anyway, we'll get to that.
They've put them all in a big pot, shook them up, and the same stuff has all come back out again, just in a different order.
Well,
Wait, so
if you remember, at the end of Secret Wars, Mr. Fantastic and Franklin was creating universes because there was nothing, everything was gone, and then Franklin span out all these new universes, and Mr. Fantastic launched them out into the multiverse, and they sliced off a piece of Molecule Man for each one, and blah blah blah. They recreated the multiverse. But what is happening with this is that people are remembering what it was like in Secret Wars, so they're remembering the old multiverse, their past life, and this guy has obviously got a memory from whatever world he was in on Battleworld, and it's fucking him up, and that's going to obviously lead her into understanding what the fuck happened in Secret Wars and take her on an interesting journey.
Right. Okay. That makes more sense. Because there I was just thinking the fuck. So is he Peter Pan? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I did like how we see Kamala Khan, Nova, and Spider-Man fly by. So that was cool. That was really cool.
Yeah.
It's like the reverse shot of them at the table is these three flying by. That's really cool.
These are the things that made it feel familiar to me, because Jessica Drew appeared in the first Alias, and she was like a character that butted heads with Jessica Jones, and there was often a case of they're sat at a dinner table and then something superhero happens and Jessica's like, oh, for fuck's sake, she and these things called back to that in a way that I enjoyed. Alex, I'm interested to hear what you thought about it.
Absolutely, I really, really enjoyed it.
Good.
I think they're going to miss the Max imprint header on it.
Yeah.
Long term, it just didn't have the same level of vitriol and disdain that Jessica Jones carries herself with in Alias. When she sat across the table there, you can just imagine what would have been written in her mind, her own thoughts. It's things like that which it's going to miss, but it's not. It's still going to be an amazing book. Going forward, this has still got so much potential. I mean, who starts an issue with Jessica Jones? Though that's the terrible way to start a Jessica Jones book. There are much better words you can start with. The art style's exactly as it was. Yeah. It's really well done. There's a lot of just the way things are positioned on the page. Really, makes you feel like you're in a New York PI TV show.
Yeah.
And you're watching one of the old stuff. You really do feel like you're in it. The way she's writing the notes when she's at the table, the way her notes are put on the page as well. And then she goes off doing a PI and that's obviously always good. I like the fact that Carol found time to give her a bell.
Yeah.
Which it's always useful. I mean, Carol's got quite a lot on her plate at the moment. And the potential going forward with the multiverse stuff's good as well.
Yeah.
I just think I think it's going to miss the swearing.
I mean, the thing is,
which I don't think it angles on it. I mean, I've read Scarlet as well, and Scarlet really works well with the language, and I think without the language, it wouldn't be the same book. And I think Jessica Jones definitely needs to have language in it of some form. It's part of the character. She can't be in polite company.
No, I know.
You wouldn't take her home to see your parents.
We might get a lot of asterisked out fucks and whatnot, because you get that in other books.
Yeah.
Anytime you see goddamn, just imagine it's fuck or motherfucking or whatever.
Yeah.
Anytime you see her sat behind a desk, just imagine she's smoking a cigarette or on the toilet or something that you would have seen in Alias. They are going to have to avoid some of that, but they've managed to keep the overall feel of the book, I think.
The feel of
it felt so familiar. And a lot of that is the art. Like having Michael Gaydos back is great. I don't know what he's been doing all these years, to be honest, but it's nice to see him